Good morning, everyone. My voice is a little deeper than usual because it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up a half hour ago, and this recipe is going to take a while. Okay, but I can't wait for it to come out. By the way, welcome to another Big Roy Cooks. This recipe sent to me by my friend Rick. Now, he took me one time when I was back on the mainland to this guy who sold birria tacos, and have quickly become my favorite kind of tacos. If you've never had birria tacos, it's basically your taco, but the tortilla is fried. These are Birria Quesa tacos, so it's got a beef filling with cheese inside of it, and then also with the Birria tacos, it's served with a consommé, which is a like a broth or a soup made from the beef stock from the beef we're about to cook. I can't wait for this to come out because I am hungry just talking about it. Okay, we have 3 different types of chilies that we're going to use. Okay, for the puree, which is basically going to season the birria, if you want to call it season or whatever. But we have guajillo chilies. These are 3 guajillo chilies, okay? We also have an ancho chili and a pasilla chili. We're going to take off these little stems right here and then also remove the seeds inside of them, all right? So let's remove the stems as much as we can. Because these are dry, the seeds kind of come out real easily. Okay, so just to be sure I get all the seeds out there, I'm just going to split these open with some kitchen shears. Okay, now that we all got the seeds out, we're going to give this a rinse. Okay, now we're going to put our chilies, once again, 3 guajillo, an ancho, and a pasilla. And we're going to bring this to a boil, and then once it's boiling, we'll cover it, and then we'll let it sit for 20 minutes just to soften up the chilies. Okay, our chilies are done soaking, so we're going to go ahead and put these in the blender. Just the chilies, not the water. Okay, then added to this, we're going to add a chipotle pepper, one of these canned varieties with the adobo sauce in it. We'll add 1 of those in there. Then we'll add a cup of water, 1 cup of water. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to brown our meat. Now, this is the first time I'm actually cooking with a cast iron skillet. I just bought this, and it's been seasoned and all that fun stuff, and it looks like it's heated up and ready to go. So right now it's on a medium-high heat. I'm going to add some oil to this here. Wow, that's hot. Once again, trial and error. This is just about 3 pounds of ground chuck. Now, she used beef shanks in her video, but we don't have beef shanks out here. So I just sliced them up real quick. We're going to brown these. We're not going to cook them all the way, just to get the browning on all sides of the beef. Alright, so we're going to take our browned meat now. We're going to put this into our crock pot, slow cooker, whatever it is that you have. I've never cooked in a crock pot, so once again, first time for everything. She says a small onion. This is like half, just a little over half a large onion. And I used a yellow onion. I know most people like to use white onions, but I'm trying to use the stuff that I have in the house already. And these are 5 cloves of garlic. Okay, and then we'll take our chili puree, and we'll put that in there. Okay, now we'll do 2 tablespoons of beef bouillon. Now, she used bouillon powder. I found this at the store. It was recommended by my friend. Better than bouillon. 2 bay leaves. And then also a couple teaspoons of this Mexican oregano. Okay, I got a couple of sprigs, probably 2 small sprigs of thyme. Okay, some cinnamon, and also some ground cloves. Okay, about it. That's about it. Okay, we'll do a couple teaspoons of salt here. Okay, then 4 cups of water. All right, we'll cover this up now, and we'll set this on high. And it has a setting here for 6 hours, so I'm going to assume that this will be stopping in 6 hours. I don't know, but I'll keep track of time, and then we'll stir it on occasion from time to time, and we'll come back in 6 hours. Okay, so there's what we have so far. Our beef, our birria. I'm going to put this down. So a little bit of a scheduling change. What I'm going to do, because I have to leave this unattended, but luckily our beef is cooked. So what I did is I separated our beef here from our consomme. And what I'll do is, it's actually pretty cool because I can let this sit for a little bit, let the fat kind of gather up at the top. That way it'll be a lot easier for me to skim the oil and the fat right off the top to make our tortillas. So this will be a to be continued. However, on the video, it'll just be a real cut into the next day. So we have our birria broth, consomme as it is. As you can see, we were supposed to take out that that layer of oil or fat, but putting it in the refrigerator actually made it a whole lot easier now. I'm gonna have to break this into pieces. There you go. There it is right there. Look at that. Okay, so here's what I did. I took some of those, that layer of oil and fat. I put in a little small pot here. I'm just going to let that melt up so that we get that nice little oil. And then also I took that consomme out of that big bowl. I took out a few scoops out there. I'm going to let that simmer and let that get warm. What I do also have is the beef, which has been in the refrigerator. I'm just going to let it sit out. I'm not going to warm it up as much, at least get it to room temperature. When the consomme is done, I'm just going to kind of shred this up a little bit, cut it up, and then add that consomme to it. We got our tortillas ready. We got our oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip this tortilla right here. All right, let's put it in. And we'll put our meats in there. Put our cheese. Here is the finished product. I got five of those. One of them fell apart, but it's in the back, so you can't really see. All right, I just want to try the consomme real quick. Yeah. And let's try the taco. Now, just by feel alone, it's not really that crispy. I probably could have left it on the frying pan a little bit more, but let's try it without the consomme. Still good. I'll eat it. But let's dip it in the consomme. Oh yeah. That's a whole lot better. Yeah, that consomme just takes it to the next level. So good. Alright, so this is Birria Quesa tacos. It's very labor intensive, at least in my opinion, especially the first time doing it, putting it in the slow cooker, getting all the peppers and, you know, combining all the ingredients together. And to get to the finished product, I mean, the reward, the thumbs up. If you're just cooking it by yourself and you're really hungry, maybe kind of plan ahead, all right? But other than that, there is no complaints on me or by me. So I'll put the link to the recipe down below. Now once again, this is a combination of the recipe I saw online. I had to stop in the middle of the recipe, but actually before I made the tacos, because I had to step out of the house. So for me, this was a 2-day process. You can make this a 1-day process if you do have the time. I'm sorry, this is so good. So, whichever way you want to do it, I'll leave it up to you. Try it out for yourself, and maybe it comes out as good as this. Not to say this is the bomb. It's good, but I'm sure you guys can do better. All right, so I give it a thumbs up. Everyone, have a great day. We'll see you at the next Big Roy Cooks.